Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 1 is already 60% complete with only 38 days remaining to have two more updates occur, 28.20 and 28.30. Although even more leaks are going to be pouring out in those regarding the new season, we already have even more flooding out by the day now to do with events happening, battle pass skins, fan favourite Fortnite characters returning for the new storyline going forward, which we've got to explain. Stick around until the end, it's a no-brainer, you won't want to miss a second of today's video. Don't forget, before you pick up the battle pass or anything from the shop, you enter code FM1 inside here, as it looks completely different now, but it definitely still works, being one of the shortest and easiest codes to enter out there. It would mean the world to me and my dog Charlie the charcoal pug, and I'm going to have to purchase another big cutout now, considering, yep, it looks different in the item shop. Last video I wanted to know the name of this, so here's a bunch of hearted comments on screen right now that got that right. Today, however, I want to know the name of this, so let me know down below in the comments, and if it gets hearted, it could be shown on screen in the next video, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, as after all, it only benefits you, with us gifting different subscribers every single day, with some proof for that recently on screen right now. Diving straight into it all, of course, from going over to the Battle Pass tab now, the date of the end of this season hasn't changed, being March 8th, which it would have done in 28.10 if Epic Games were going to extend it. This means you have until then to obviously complete all of these sections, the Battle Pass rewards, bonus rewards, quest rewards, Solid Snake rewards, and now as you can see next to that, coming in 2 days when I'm recording, is the February crew pack. This is Lana Lane off the Fortnite surveys, looking like this initially that we saw early. Released and unreleased combined, there's over 500 plus skins on the Fortnite surveys, so that means literally months down the line in terms of Fortnite crews could be on here right in front of our eyes. Either way, the reason I thought I'd mention this is because yes, it's upcoming for February, as you can see the Lego form as well, and on the crew tab, if you actually have it updated or hotfixed onto here instead of Silas Hesk, which is your last chance to get right now, being the January crew pack, as you can see we can already preview the styles for this skin, so you can get a good look in game if it is hotfixed, this menu of this particular skin that will come along with it upon unlocking the skin. We know that because it states 0 additional months required to be subscribed. Then we move to this one being an additional 1 month being subscribed, an additional 2 months, an additional 3 months, and finally, last but not least, the Galaxy style for her being an additional 4 months after being subscribed for February. You may be wondering why I'm mentioning that, considering it has nothing to do with Season 2. Well, it actually kind of does, as the situation we're in now with Silas Hesk leaving the Fortnite crew. This will be the case for Lana Lane at the end of February, start of March, which is soon after Chapter 5 Season 2 releases. This kind of makes it a Chapter 5 Season 2 skin, although it's not in the Battle Pass itself. Out of the 8 outfits we see, not only between level 1 and 100, but including the secret skin, which we've got to reveal alongside the theme of next season, possibly already showing us this. Before we move into the Chapter 5 Season 2 Battle Pass skins, however, ones returning or washing up ashore of the Chapter 5 island, as you may or may not know, are from Chapter 2 Season 2, initially introducing this Battle Pass tab or menu, which I hope definitely returns. Even though the short island section on the outskirts of the Chapter 5 island is revealing all of these props from the agent rooms from the Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass skins, we have Midas's chair away from the rest of the props, meaning he's more important almost, or kind of implying that in this weird building almost overlooking out of this window the Chapter 5 island entirely. I think we can all agree Chapter 2 Season 2 was one of the best seasons, and even correlating to that right now, despite these props at the end of that trailer top secret, these exact doors for Midas's agent room or meeting room are shown right here inside of the Grand Glacier Hotel, which already seems to be gold touched in all honesty, being one of Midas's effects. Literally the only reactive skin to do this changed the actual camo or wrap of the weapon in game still. This effect that we've even seen in cool cutscenes such as this one in Midas's agent lair in Chapter 2 Season 2 is from Greek mythology itself, which we know Fortnite are a huge fan of. Not only is Greek mythology used to name the code names of the islands in the files to determine which ones they are, being Chapter 1 Athena, Chapter 2 Apollo, Chapter 3 Artemis, Chapter 4 Asteria, and Chapter 5 Helios, with the map largely resembling countries from Europe, specifically in the middle right near ruined reels, or should I say for this name location, it looks like Greek architecture literally making up the place. And with this Greek architecture spanning over from this location onto Spawn Island, it's no surprise that the codename of next season is Iger, which actually means goat in Greek. Not only did data miners point this out, but the fact that there's so many Greek mythology themed skins that could be upcoming next season for 8 of these Battle Pass outfits, but I'm guessing at least 7 anyways, considering we might get a collab skin as the unlockable one like Solid Snake, or should I say even 6, considering it doesn't look like there's a Zeus skin on here, being, you know, the god of gods or thunder and lightning and the sky from Greek mythology itself, or the king of Mount Olympus, as leakers have already managed to find a lightning effect for a boss codenamed Ager Z, which means, in case you don't know, that the skin underneath next season's tag Ager starts with a Z, which could only be Zeus based off this lightning effect. Supposedly too, there is also a codename Ager C character, which many people believe to be Cerberus, or this wolf one off the Fortnite surveys, which is the most high voted one that isn't currently released that players want to be upcoming. This would be a huge selling point for the Chapter 5 Season Season 2 Battle Pass, and we know that based off not only its highest voted on the Fortnite surveys, but people have already managed to create what it potentially could look like according to Happy Power. He found this particular image on Reddit, and they've gone with a trio of heads for the wolf. Let me know down below in the comments if you like this better than the Fortnite surveys version. The reason for this multi-headed concept form is because Cerberus in Greek mythology is the Hound of Hades, a multi-headed dog that guards the gates of the underworld. The underworld being a very interesting concept considering we've seen what's underneath Fortnite's so-called world way back in Chapter 4 Season 2 with the earthquake cracks opening up, or should I say building up an event to happen in the next trailer for Fortnite Wilds, revealing an entire jungle biome or world underneath the Earth's crust. The reason for mentioning that is because it looks like it's starting to happen again. As Hypex posted on the 25th of January, earthquakes will start happening next update around the map as a lead up to Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 2. This of course means as early as 28.20, which we know is going to be going live around early February 5th or 6th, as there still needs to be time or a fortnight after that, no pun intended, for 28.30 to happen before Chapter 5 Season 2 being version 29.00. On top of that, in terms of developments, the storyline now introduced for Chapter 5, as Peely is missing revealed literally at the start of the trailer that Underground Jones or Vengeance Jones isn't happy about. This happening introduces us to the conflict between two factions once again, like we've seen in Chapter 2 Season 2 between Ghost and Shadow. We now have the Underground, which Vengeance Jones and Hope are a part of, against the Society, which obviously belonging to that are all of the mythic bosses around the island that drop their own weapons and medallions and such. Something directly showing that or proving that is the fact that Oscar at Lavish Lair seems to have Peely hostage on a chair in this loading screen on the phone to Vengeance Jones trying to bargain for him. This feud is going to further progress with the downfall of the Society going into Chapter 5 Season 2 according to Egyptian leakers stating storyline leaks. This season will end with some take down the Society quest to save Peely, and that will probably be the end of the Society. These quests will have 3 parts, most of them are not in the files yet. Additionally, there are quests to place missing signs for Peely, if there wasn't already enough around the island, you know, in each individual name, location or POI, and also the quest will have conversations with different NPCs, and then he includes also what we mentioned about earthquakes that will start happening around the map to tease the new season. The earthquakes are currently not ready to happen in-game and will have to wait until the next update. Here are what those Peely poster quests look like early, however we don't know the rewards, which I'm guessing where the lock icon is for all of them is going to simply be just XP for doing this easy task. So hopefully in the next trailer, like Ferals has made a concept of that you're seeing briefly in the background right now, we get Peely back shown in that cinematic trailer. After all, we have new takedown quests upcoming which directly say take down the Society to rescue Peely before we even open them. Honestly, a surprise to get Peely back already, not as much however as Fortnite OG may be returning with alongside the release of Season 2 of Chapter 5, you've heard that right. Season OG started in November was a season in itself that only lasted a month, but Epic Games recently, as Hypex states, are working on Fortnite OG Part 2 as a separate mode, and we don't know if it'll be a permanent or temporary again, but it received a separate playlist slash mode tag in today's update on the 23rd being 28.10, spotted by Egyptian leaker and Spush FNBR. Although this doesn't make sense logically, what also didn't make logical sense was to release all of these new 3 modes literally 24 hours apart from each other, with the release of Chapter 5 being Lego, Rocket Racing and Festival. I know we already talked about Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass skins returning, specifically Midas, but recently we've had even more developments or hints as to why this might be. From Sheena, theory we might get a Midas themed yacht in Chapter 5 Season 2. In the latest update, a codename called Midas Yacht was added to the files. It could simply be the Marigold Yacht, but the files never refer to the landmark as Midas Yacht. This codename only exists since this week's update. He also then mentions, keep in mind, Midas is set to return to the Fortnite Island in the future because of the Midas Presents the Florid Lava LTM, and lately there have been other odd game files updated related to Midas things, we'll see. Once again, in Chapter 2 Season 2, Midas did in fact own this yacht, even though Deadpool manned it as a mythic boss, as we can tell from the giant Midas statue inside covered in gold. Overall, the Midas lore is very cryptic and on the down low, as we do have different snapshots of him, such as Oro, as we can tell from the same mark on the golden covered skull to Midas's eye right here. And speaking of this specific Oro or King Midas covered in gold version, you know, the one after he died and turned into a skeleton, there is another on the Fortnite surveys right now. If this isn't in the Season 2 Battle Pass or its own item shop skin, it simply could be a freestyle for Oro that Epic Games are yet to actually have available or grant to players who already own Oro, or selling the item shop as an incentive to buy. As for incentives in terms of buying the Season 2 Battle Pass, however, if you're a Kung Fu Panda fan, you may be happy to know that Po might be upcoming, as the release of the 4th installment of Kung Fu Panda happens to land on March 8th, which ding 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 is the release date of Chapter Chapter 5 Season 2. Chapter 4 we had 2 collab skins, being Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan, which was around the time of the second to last episode or part release, and alongside Ahsoka Tano with the popularity and launch of the Ahsoka series. I'm considering they just added the giant chicken, which obviously tests the proportions of Fortnite. Literally, this is the scale compared to a normal Fortnite female character. Why not add a giant panda character being Po from Kung Fu Panda upon the release of the new film, as it realistically crosses over in terms of the age ranges or demographic of Fortnite. Also, drop a like if you agree or want to see Po in the Battle Pass, and subscribe with all notifications turned on so you don't miss any future leaks or uploads. Enter code FM1 now as it resets every 14 days for new cosmetics releasing in the Season 2 Battle Pass. But speaking of where you go to now, click either of these 2 videos YouTube's recommended you, it's a good suggestion. Whilst you wait for the very next upload I do indeed publish on this channel.